एक मिनट में पानी लेके मैं अपना आ रहा हूँ तो
ठीक है।
okay, so I'll share my screen. Just a minute. Slideshow. Doesn't. So are you able to see this slide?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's visible now.
So today we will be seeing how we can do the customization for Salesforce for its branding. So there are many companies which don't focus much onto this, but like it's so CRM is more what like customer focused, but it is a great way to deal with customers when you will be having your own brand and you will be showing it to users using it or customers using it. So what can we customize when we talk like what can we customize when we are uh, customizing a branding? So we can is it full screen you guys are seeing, or it's a half screen you're able to see?
No, it's full screen.
All right. So what we can customize is like we can customize there are two different ways with which we can customize as a user. What we can customize, so as suppose if uh, a user is logged in to, so there are different roles. When you will see the Salesforce, there are different roles. One which we are seeing is the admin role. So admin role or developer role have most of the accesses, but user which will be using the application, they will have a particular way, and which they themselves also can customize it. But uh, you as administrator also can manage what the default view should be for those customers. Clear, right?
Okay.
Is it clear to you guys?
No, we are like did not get like what exactly is this.
Okay, so what I'm saying is keep there will be different roles for the Salesforce. So when we were creating the profile, if you remember, we created the role with admin.
Admin, yes.
Yeah.
So when we created the role with admin, we got the admin access and we can manage the whole Salesforce. So Salesforce, what it does it like it. So when you are creating when you were creating a Salesforce account, what you were doing is you were creating and you were representing a whole organization as a what do you say, as an admin. So you're saying like this is what your organization is. So the company name which you gave, if you were when you were logging, you must have seen like domain was coming on the top.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
On so it is separate with all other companies.
Okay.
So so you are managing your own data. So it's like that. So this is your company, and this company, so for this particular company, you logged in as the administrator, but you can give some application access, some permission to other users as well.
Okay.
Okay. So when those users will be accessing the Salesforce, they can customize the view based on their, based on their preferences, like what the view they choose, what the navigation bar or something they choose. But as an administrator also, you can decide like what should the default view or something like that. Also, you can restrict a user at some for some of the things.
So main control will be with the admin only. He can change at any point of
Yes,
time.
yes. So admin and developer will have most of the accesses. So it's admin, of course, which is going to decide like and based on the business requirement. Okay.
Yes.
So as I said, like there are two things. One is like as a user, what we can as a user, how you can customize it. Also as an admin or developer, what you can customize.
Got it.
Okay. So when we talk about as a user, so whatever user is using our Salesforce, what what they can change it, like they can change this density setting. So density setting is what? Density setting is nothing but what the view, whatever you are seeing. So whatever record you are seeing in Salesforce, those records are how dense. Like some users or some administrator, they want more record to be seen when their application is open, like on a desktop or on laptop, or even on desktop or laptop. Suppose a mobile wave is different, of course. So on desktop and laptop, if they are accessing the Salesforce, they some users, they will want like most of the record they will be able to see on their screen. Some users will preference like they should have a comfy view, like comfortable view. Most of the things they want to see as scattered and see more visible. So that is what the density setting is. We will be doing this density setting after the slide. Then we have a top navigation bar. So you must remember, like when we were landing on this page, whatever application we were accessing, for those application, we were having this navigation bar. So those navigation in that navigation bar, you will be able to see like there are different what do we say? There is different bar. I mean, different tabs are there. So those tabs can be customized. We can, as a user, you can customize when you will be. So like, so suppose a user is accessing uh, a particular, so user is interacting with a particular user more frequently. So what he can do, like he can just add those particular user in the navigation bar itself, or he is accessing account accounts more, reports more. So he can just arrange those in the navigation bar. So that is what about top navigation bar. Then we have this chatter branding. So chatter is chatter is like with every application like Facebook or uh, even Facebook or most of the CRM don't provide it, but chatter is what is like which makes you communicate with other users. So it's more like a collaborative tool to collaborate between two users which they can share the data, access it among themselves, and uh, so it's a chatting application specifically. So chatter branding is what brand, I mean, what you can do. So like when you are so some external application, what they will have, like they will only have this chatter application only, so they will be chatting with you on with that application only when you will be chat. Is it clear to you guys, or
Yeah.
you have any question?
No,
All right,
clear.
clear, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Rahul, you were saying something.
No, I said it's clear.
Okay, so then we have this lightning chrome extension. So this lightning chrome extension comes with in the Chrome. So you're in your browser, if you will see this, if you will open extensions, and if you want to install this lightning Chrome extension, you can install. It is extension which is helpful when you, if you want to just customize the UI of how look and feel of Salesforce UI. So it is kind of helpful with it, it is built based on, I think, on top of this Salesforce, so it can it can be helpful. So we'll see, like mostly we'll see this density setting and top navigation bar. These two doesn't come much into, but we will see later whenever we'll get a chance. So in this user, this is two. Then if we will go ahead, what you can do as an admin or developer. So
Mhm.
So as we discussed, what a user can do, and now it's chance to see like what an admin can do. So admin can decide what will be the default setting. So as I said, when you will log in into Salesforce, there will be a default there will be default view will be comfy, like then it will be scattered, the fields will be labels will be up, and down that there will be values. But when you will see the compact view, it will be adjacent, so we will see how it looks. So you can
Mhm.
decide whether it should be the comfy view or it should be the this compact view.
Okay.
Yeah, compact or comfy. Then you can, as I said, like you can do this default density setting. Then there is org wide themes and branding. So with all organizations, like you logged into your you created your organization on the Salesforce. Now for that particular organization, you can choose what themes you want, what branding you want. Like suppose um, uh, like I'm working for BSH or Bosch, suppose. So for Bosch, there will be particular logo, and suppose Bosch wants to use this logo when they are creating, and when they want, whenever their customer or anyone is using their application, they should be able to see this logo.
Mhm.
So they can just manage it, like they can just create a branding. There is option to create. We will see. Then report chart pick list color. So, okay, so like as administrator, when we are doing the branding, we can decide like what all colors we should choose for picking the colors. Like suppose there are many colors, but as an administrator, you think like for charts and all, these are the only colors which we should use. It is more interactive, it is more appealing, so we can do that. Then we have app and navigation layout. So with as we saw, like there are many applications are there in Salesforce. So for those applications, we can decide what layout it should present. Okay, what layout and what navigation layout it should present. So those all we can just see. Okay, that is one thing. Then we have a record page layout. Okay, so here you'll be seeing like you can have a many records. So when company for a particular company, there could be many records, like suppose there is a sales order or something, like a customer details is there. So those all record layout, how you should see those, that is what the record layout. So you can also change that. My domain, my domain is nothing but a company domain, like what your domain, what company domain is. If you want to change it, if you want to add it, that particular domain you can add over here. Then email template. So email template is something when you are interacting, or you're sending an email to customer, what should be the template. So as an admin, you can choose what template should be. You can just create it likewise.
So this email template can be changed afterwards, or I mean, it has to be fixed while.
No, it's, you can change anything any point of time when you are using Salesforce.
Okay.
So as an admin, you have all the right. So suppose if you have decided a particular email template, so when users are when users are interacting, so they will be using the same email template, whatever email template you have
Okay.
decided.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have this mobile branding. So mobile mobile branding is like how your brand will appear on the mobile UI. It is nothing but it's that. Okay. Is there any question in these two slides, like in this and is?
No, it is clear.
No, it's clear.
It's clear. All right. Let's
So
go
these, I
further.
mean, whatever you said, these is, I mean, we would be seeing that practical thing of in that app, no? Salesforce.
Yes. So now I will navigate you. So this first density. So I was just telling you what all rights a user have and what all rights an admin have.
Admin.
Admin. Okay.
Yeah. So what all they can do. So when you
So these need to be markup or what? I mean, it's just for information or something like that.
uh, actually it is just to summarize in the
Okay.
beginning, like we should be knowing, like as admin, what all access you have when you are doing the branding of a particular organization.
Okay.
Okay, so if we'll go, so okay, so density setting for user. So I'll just share my screen and show you. Are you able to see my screen?
No.
No, we are seeing the slide density setting for user. That slide.
Oh, okay. I'm sharing again. I think I have hooked it on directly. So,
Yes, it
Now
is
we can see.
visible.
all right, okay. Okay, so these types. And so if we have to log into Salesforce, we have to go to salesforce.com or login.salesforce.com. Then to log in, we can just click here and we have to press login button. I am here, login, and this is my email ID, which we have created. Now logging in with my email and password. Now I'm logged in, and this is my company which I have given. So whenever you are landing, you are seeing this page. Okay, so this is a setup page which you are landing in. So now what it's saying is, so suppose if we have to go to service and marketing anywhere, so we can just go. So suppose if we have to go to sales application, we can just hover from here. Okay. So now what we were saying is we were discussing this density, right? Okay. Density setting for user. Yeah. So for density setting, this is your profile. Click on this. As a user, you can decide what should be the density setting, comfy or compact. So if you'll select this compact, it will just ask you to refresh. And as a user, you see it is a little bit compact. So here, if you are seeing the invoice and all, earlier you were just here. It was more like comfy view, and it was here. I will show you the record also, but suppose if you will go to comfy, this invoice, these will be little lower and these will be little bit uh, so you see here, you can see like it's more scattered.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then what we have is, so okay, so this is what the density setting for a user. Let's create a sample record in sales account. So suppose, so this is just, we saw like how the view will be, but we will get so main purpose of this compact and comfy view is where we can just have the record, how we can see the record. So if you guys can go to accounts, okay, if you guys can go to account and create a record over there. So I have created this record. So if you'll see this record, in this record, if you'll go to this details tab, so you see this is here what it's saying. On the top it's account owner, and then down it's showing my name, Rajat Singh. But if
Okay.
I will just switch it to compact view, it will just started showing in the adjacent here in front of that, and then this heart in front of that. So let me change it. And if you go into details tab, yeah, you see. So can you guys just create one record here? So go into sales application from here, sales application, and in there, in the account tab, try to create one record, and then just switch between these two and see how whether it's reflecting or not for you.
Okay, sir.
In
Just
and any
checking.
of you in and if anyone of you wants to share your screen, yeah, you can. I'll stop sharing.
Hello.
Yes, Rahul, I can see your screen.
Okay. So what should we do now? It's account
I
name. I need to create it.
Yeah, I cannot see your browser. Can you open your browser?
Browser.
I cannot see your
First
browser. Actually, I can see
login
the
will.
Teams only.
Uh,
Just
yes,
open your
yes.
browser and log
Login
in.
page. Salesforce login page.
Yeah, I'm on that page only.
But actually, you have presented your Teams only. You haven't presented your browser. So present screen. I think you'll have to present a screen. Just stop sharing and share it again.
Okay. Yes. It's asking for entire screen, right? That one?
Yes, 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 yes.
Entire screen, but here option is not coming with share one. When I go to the Chrome tab, meeting tab,
No,
it
not in
said,
Click
Chrome.
on
yeah,
that
yeah,
Actually,
entire
just,
screen.
yeah, got it. Now you can see that?
yes, now we can see it.
Okay.
So here you see on the right, you have this new button.
Yeah,
On
new
the right,
button.
if
Okay.
you see,
Okay.
yeah, click on that. here you can just create. So start creating. So account name is mandatory. Others, you will also have some form. If you'll just click on this account name, give
Account
any.
name should be my name only, right?
Yeah, account name actually you can create new account name also you can create. So I think why it's not giving you the option, and it's saying the mandatory, right? You can give your name actually. Give your name.
Just
Okay, give phone and other details. You can choose the rating from there.
what should I be?
Anything,
Anything.
any rating you can choose. This is just for showing the record how it's looking. Yeah. Now you can go down, or you can choose some
Nothing
billing
is
information.
mandatory.
It's not
I
mandatory,
think,
but it
yeah.
will it will be easy. Like we'll have to differentiate between the records, no? So
Okay, okay,
if you'll have some details, no, it will be you'll be able to, yeah.
okay.
ABC something you can write, yeah.
Now we can go with the save
Yeah,
a new
yeah,
or
you can we can save it. All right. So so suppose as a user, so if you want to switch between the views, what you can do is you can go on your profile picture, this uh, top right, yeah,
okay,
and then you see display density. When you are seeing this display density,
yeah,
you have already switched to compact, I think.
okay.
So you have already switched to compact, but in default, whenever in default, Salesforce choose the config view. So you have chosen compact. So if you want to see the differences, you can go in the details tab and you can switch between these two, and you will be able to see the differences. So go in the details here in the record related. After related, you will have this details tab. You see
Where
Left
left,
side, left side
left side,
related details on the screen.
this one
down,
Below,
down,
no,
down.
below your name.
This
details.
detail, yeah, this tab. So this
Okay,
is
yeah.
this is the record which you have created. Okay, so
Okay.
this record this is compact view. So
Compact.
your account owner is left, and then at the right only you are able to see. So if you want to switch between the views, you can just switch the view. Yeah, config view. You'll have to refresh it.
Okay.
Again, you can go in the details tab. So no, this, yeah, details after related the tab we went on last time.
Below that.
Yeah. So you see the view is different, right? For the record.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I just wanted to show.
Okay.
So this is what uh, the difference between these two waves. Okay. So
Pradeep,
I'll
if you
just,
would like to work, you can also work on that one. I'm just stopping my screen sharing.
yeah. So I'll just
Just
present
So,
my.
is there anything like this views related to view like comfy view or compact view? They are more preferred. Which view is more preferred in this? Anything is
So
fine, or sometimes we need to switch. Between.
so it is based on the user preferences, but if you'll see the industry standard, like people choose like more because they will be working on more records. They are using the compact view more, so that they can see more records at a
More
time.
number of records. Okay.
Yes, yes. So more people use that only, but it's in the end it's your choice. Whichever you want, you can use as admin, as a user. All right, so I'll start sharing the slide again. So this was the density for the user. We created sample records in account. Then density setting for the user. Yes. Create record. All right. Okay. So now how to go to setup. So I'll just share my screen. Okay, so suppose you are in the sales application, and now if you have to go to setup, like whenever you are landing, you must be seeing that there you are landing on the setup page. So to go to setup page, what you have to do is there is this your profile image, this profile image. Then left to this, there is a notification. So whatever notification will be there, you can able to check, and then left side you have this setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the setup. If you have to go back again, so you can just click on this, and when you click on this, there is two kind of setup. One you can see is a setup for current application, which you can see in this service setup. So we have to go for this. Yeah, no, we have to go for setup. So
Setup.
it's not only for the current app. Actually, we can manage uh, other things also. So here, this is whenever you are logging, you must be seeing this is the page we are landing.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here, you can just always land to the setup page. Okay, so this is how we can go to setup. Then, okay, so this setup, I mean, the setup will have some permissions for some users. I mean, you as an admin, you can just manage what all setup settings should be there with the user. So here, suppose you have landed and you want to do the setup for the user interface. Okay, so you can just like for as we were saying, like the default setup setting is config, but as an administrator, you want all your customers, whoever is using this application, for them default setup should be compact view only. So
Compact. Okay.
what you can do here, you can search user interface. So this is the user interface, and in this you can see like there is this display density. This is display setting. Just a minute, I think user interface display density should be there somewhere. Interface. For this, if I'll click on this display setting. Okay, so actually somewhere they are using this term display setting, somewhere they are using this term as, so here if you'll see, like they are using the display density term, and here they are using display setting. Okay, so don't get confused with these two. Okay, display density and display setting.
Density settings.
Yeah. So right now I have already added this compact. So even if you want to change, so suppose earlier whenever you will create your account, this is the config view as a default display setting. But you can, if you want, you can just change it. You don't need to click any save button anywhere. It just automatically saves your setting over there. Okay. So that was the display setting for all user. If can you just guys go to setup and share your screen and go to setup and
Pradeep, you can
just
go and setting.
yeah. It is more like a practice thing actually. When
Yeah, I need to log in. I did not even log in. So login, what we login dot Salesforce.
Yes,
Salesforce.com.
Login to Yahoo.
If you're sharing your screen, Pradeep, we are not able to see.
Yeah. No, yeah, I did not share yet, and let me just share.
Okay.
Yeah, shared. Can you see?
Yeah. So you can type login.salesforce.com. Yeah.
Login.salesforce.com. So this page is landing actually. Yahoo by
Actually,
default.
you are landing on search page. Can you click again? Can you go again on the search bar? Yeah. Type again that same. No. Again on the search bar. Here, yeah. Click on down one. Why it is taking us to here?
By default, it's going to do this Yahoo.
Can you? This is the which application? Which browser you are using? Chrome only, right?
Chrome, yes.
Okay. Can you go to your setting? Like click on your image. Yeah. And I think other no, right three dots are there, no? Before your from there, click on that and then go to settings. Here you will set left on the left navigation. You will be seeing the search engine.
Okay.
Click on that. Yeah. Here manage. Click on this manage button. I think here you will be on. Okay, go on the top. Search web just
on.
this. Yeah, on is there.
Button
It's
should be
just
on and off.
toggle this button. Make it off.
Okay.
Now do that again. Let's get that browser. Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Okay, so when you will log in first time, it will ask you this mobile phone number. So just give your mobile phone. I-N, yeah, I-N, yeah, okay. India. You'll get a verification code. You'll get a verification code on your mobile. You'll have to
Yeah.
give.
Okay, so this now what?
Okay, so you are on the sales application. If you have to go to settings, you can go, left of your profile. There is nav left of your profile. There is this notification icon, and then you have right. I'm saying right on the top, left to your
Okay.
profile image. Yeah, left if
Acha,
you go.
this one. Got
Yeah,
it. Got it.
yeah. That is notification. Then you have a setup. Yeah, click on that setup for. So this is the setup which you are doing as an administrator. But if you have to do the setup as a user, you can choose the view from your profile itself. So when you click on your profile image, you see you have to
Compact.
display density.
Copy. Yes.
Yeah. But if as a user, if you want to as a admin, if you want to decide like all the users should have this kind of view, then you have to go in left search bar,
Mm.
quick find. Yeah, click on the quick find, and here you search for user interface. Interface, space interface. Yes. So here in user
Action link.
interface,
We have these many options here. Density setting.
yes, density setting is the one you'll have to click for density, look and feel.
Okay.
So by default, you see it
Responsive.
is comfy wave, but yeah, you can choose a compact wave, and this will be reflected to all your user across your applications
Okay.
for all the records. Okay. All right. Okay. So what I will do is I'll just um, take the presentation rights again with me. So that was about the display density or display setting. Now we have user navigation bar customization. Okay. So when you will see this application, and so suppose we are here, we are on the in the setup page, setup. So if we have to change, suppose if we have to go on a particular application, and our particular application is sales one. So if we have to go into sales application, we have to search here into this app launcher. Other way, if we just click on this app launcher, and from here also you can have sales. Okay, so when you clicked on this app launcher, this new what do we say, this new look view got opened, and this view you can see this is the search results for the sales, and you can click on this to go on to that particular application. So here we have that particular application. So for this sales application, you can see these many navigation tabs are there. Okay. So suppose you are using leads more frequently than opportunities, or chatter more frequently than opportunity, and you want this chatter to be right after the home, not here at the end. So you can just customize it. What you have to do is you just have to click here on this personalized nav bar little icon, and once we click it, you see it will give you
Okay.
options to rearrange it. Okay.
Navigation section. Okay.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can just click on the style, and suppose if you want calendars after home, you can just click on
Drag and
this.
drop. It's like a drag and drop.
Just a drag and drop, and then you can click on save button. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see like calendars just got reflected after here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there are things like, suppose if you are using some other things like
We can add up
which
also.
is which is
Add more
not there.
items.
Yeah, which is not there in the navigation item. You can just click here. So when you are when this it got open, you see what Salesforce is doing. They are just giving you hints also for everything, like personalize your navbot for this application, reorder items, rename, remove items you have added. So these are the things you can do from here. So you can also go and learn. You can click on learn more if you're not understanding. So anytime if you are getting stuck, so like you can just take a help of these. Okay, then add more item, and then you can go to here, and in this into change request. If suppose if you want to change payment method or change request, if you want to add, or at the same time you want to add this one also, email template also. If you're working more frequently on the sales email templates, you can add these at the same time. So I'm just choosing this email template. I'm just adding it to our nav. You see it got
New
here.
bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can rearrange also as we discussed. So let's say like I want this email template to use more frequently. I want it after home. Edit. Would you like, you guys would like to just practice this for a while? Anyone can share and just,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is the navigation items which we have. So likewise, we can do this.
Yes.
This one. Add more items.
Yes. So you can choose, you can add items to your favorites and it will be just over there. But all is where you can just go,
Okay. Okay.
and all the items available for the sales will be here.
Okay. So I choose assets.
You can
Add.
choose.
Save.
Yes. So you see your navigation, your navigation bar, if you'll see your navigation bar is full. So
Mm-hmm.
after groups, you see there is more. So when you click on
More,
this more,
yeah.
there
So
are
here it
others.
comes, yeah. Okay.
So waves can be different because I am presenting my desktop. So for me, the wave is a little bit different. And for you guys, as you are, so more smaller screen you will use, it will be based on
Yeah,
a
it will
screen
be
size,
shown,
it
yeah.
differs.
It will be shown
Yeah.
here, yeah. Okay, got it.
All right. So it was all about our display density or display setting and the
What is this
navigation.
where this quarterly performance it is showing by default close this much and open this? It will come
So
as a
this
default.
is, so actually it is coming as a default, but it is nothing but how our business is
Yeah, it's the
performing on a
same
quarterly
figure
basis.
coming. It's same figure with me also for my
Yeah.
account also.
So it is nothing but a chart which shows like what is how our business is doing. It is just
It's a
give
by
you,
default chart for the new user.
yeah, it is by default chart for new user, but we can customize it and based on our business need. So we will be learning it later in later point of
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Fine.
So that was it. And then, okay, so we were seeing the display density and navigation from shading UI screen. Okay. Okay, now suppose we are into this. So record of actually I forgot one thing to discuss into display density. So suppose this is the details. Okay, so this is one record, and this record is a compact wave. Okay, so for this compact, so we are showing it in the compact wave. So suppose uh, customer as an admin, you want some details on the top, like this customer priority. You see, this is low priority and it is over here, but you want to see customer priority always after account owner name. Like there is account owner, and then only you want to have this be seen, like uh, annual. So suppose if you want to have annual revenue just after account owner or something like that. So that those kind of details you can just do. I mean, you can just configure being an admin. So what you have to do is, again, you have to go into settings. You have to click on the setup. Okay. So that thing is what we are talking is we want to modify object. So this accounts is a nothing but an object, and whatever details we are seeing is nothing but an object. So when you will come on the setup, you will be seeing object manager right after the setup home.
Yeah.
So this is the home, and right after there is an object manager. So you can always click here, and you can click on, suppose you want to change the account setting, so you can click on this account. Okay, and this account, once you will come, like you see what is the compact layout for that account setting. So there is already a default setting. Okay, so with this default setting we are able to see the views, but you can create your own view. You can create on this new, and you can choose. Okay, you can choose, like you want this, after you want this, you want this, you want this. Okay, you can create its label name. Okay, you just choose whatever label you created, and you can just save it. Okay, so when you click on this compact layout, there is two layout. One is system layout, and one is this which we have created. So you can just go and see this layout. Yeah, so you can create your own layout as well from here. So I think there is a way to make it as your primary. Okay, this is the primary and this is the secondary. So this will always be a primary, I think, but this is a secondary view which we can use. Okay, so from here also you can just create your compact layout, like how it will be seen. So for this, is it clear for you guys, like how you have to go to object manager to manage your particular object?
For but I mean, can you repeat once again that one, or what the changes? I mean,
Okay,
the setup one from there.
Okay, so suppose if this is your record. Okay,
Yeah.
in this record you want to just manage this record, how it should be seen, like
Okay.
you want account owner is there, right? After that there is rating, but these details you don't want to see. Some details only you want to see, and some details what you want is some details you want after this owner on. So suppose there is this account owner, and then there is a rating coming, but what you want is after account owner you want parent account to be coming. So some things, when you are managing with the records, what is happening, some things you want to see on the top, because you will be dealing with more records. So for that kind of things, you can just go into. So this is nothing but this is an object. So everything, this is nothing but an object. So for this object, when you will go on setting from here, you will be able to see this object manager, and in this object manager you can go on to compact layout and you can change. But even if you don't, even if you're not going from here, from home also, like you are more frequently, people will more frequently use setups from here. So from here also, what you can do,
Object.
you can just
Object.
search for object manager, and from here also you will be navigating to the same tab. Okay, from here, and whatever objects you want to change, you can just change from here. So you can just explore this after this call. You can just explore this object manager. Okay, and tomorrow we will just start from here, whatever you have seen, and if you have any
Rajat bhaiya, can
difficulty.
you go one time that with object manager, or I need to ask you one thing, just object. हाँ ये यहाँ से फिर how will change that if suppose, so we need to click on any one of this.
So
Suppose we
suppose
need
if you
to,
want to change the account
okay,
object,
click on that. Okay.
so you can just click on the account, and on the account object, what you have to change it, you have to change the compact layout.
Compact
Okay.
layout. Okay.
So there is already a default setting for the compact layout, how the account should be seen, but you can create your own.
Okay, got it.
And there
No.
could be many compact layouts could be created, which you can find from here also.
Okay, got it.
When you search, you will be able to see only those which you are searching.
We'll practice this one today, and अगर फिर से कुछ problem हो ना, we'll ask you tomorrow on the same thing.
Yes. So practice this one, and then we will start with this tomorrow, and then we will go ahead with other parts.
Not tomorrow, Monday. Sorry, tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, Monday. So yeah, definitely. Any other questions you may have?
No, I think good for today. So
We'll practice both tomorrow together. We'll have, I mean, if we have any questions, we'll make a note and we'll ask you on Monday.
Okay, so how's the class going so far? You guys are liking, or you want to make some suggestions?
No, it's good.
It's good. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
it is. We actually need this kind of things only. We mostly need the practical things, or like based on the example, like how we need to work and how we need to present. So in that way only we can continue, like by sharing the screen or by doing practical. So that will be more effective, I believe. Yeah.
So like we were doing today.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
All right. Okay. So earlier sessions were not much like practical. So
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just for overview. Like these are the things which we need to cover, and that part we will be covering this in training session in practical way.
Yes. So even after class, you guys can just go through whatever we have discussed. It will be good, like, because these things, no, this application is huge, and we can just get lost off the track. So if you will practice, it will be good. Yeah.
No, we'll practice during weekend.
All right. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Pradeep.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
your.
Let's connect on Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.